The TAMI show was an incredible experience at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium. Steve Binder was the director. It was 3 concerts that they shot in segments, and then he edited it together. And it was also a closed circuit TV special, which in those days they had a few of them, and it aired in movie theaters. It was, I think, one of the classic rock and roll shows of all time. James Brown was supposed to close the show, I think, but they booked the Rolling Stones. And the Rolling Stones came over from London, and they were so gigantic. The Beatles had done Ed Sullivan, I think, and anyway, the Rolling Stones were going to close the show, and I don't think James Brown was thrilled about that decision, but he was performing, and I'm on stage right, I think, with Mick Jagger waiting for the finale, and I'm like standing next to him with Pam, one of my best girlfriends who were still best girlfriends, and he's standing right next to us and he's watching James Brown, and I can't say the words he said, but and then when James ended, which James did not want to get off the stage. They were dragging him, he was doing that, you know, the cape and just the whole dramatic exit and phenomenal performance. And Mick Jagger said to us, "How the something am I going to follow that?" And Pam and I laughed and we said, "Well, we're on now." And he went out on stage, and if you watch some of the guys in his band looking, it was the first time he was doing all those jumps and doing all of those movements that he got so motivated by that performance of James Brown that Mick Jagger actually started it that night. But he says that James Brown was one of his inspirations for life, and it was that show. It was the TAMI show that night, watching James Brown. It was an amazing experience.